Tutorial on how to make 2 coffees at the same time on an induction plate. Let's see how to do it. Detach the portafilter, pull up the lever and close this valve. It's a tap. Let's do the purge. The purge is a preliminary operation specifically meant to heat and clean the circuit. They do this at the bar too by removing the portafilter and pressing a button. Water comes out and does this. Let's lower the lever. When we lower the lever, we see that the water stays in the tray. Good, it doesn't go down. And it's normal that the water doesn't go down into the boiler. Why? Because it reminds us that we need to do the purge. What happens when we turn on the heat source? Let's set it to about 1200 watts. What happens? Here, let's see right away what happens. A turbulence is created inside the boiler that makes the water go down. Look, it's already gone down. Did you see? Here it is, it's already gone down. The water goes down immediately when it's heated. We pull up the lever and the water comes out. Nice and hot. It finishes and heats the circuit. When only a few drops mixed with steam come out, we turn it off. A few drops mixed with steam, the sound will change too. Pay close attention to these little details. Alright, now we need to add water to make 2 coffees. Let's see. Let's fill it with water. There we go. A full tank. Listen to the sound. I'm lowering the lever. Did you hear that? The water was sucked into the boiler almost violently. That means I heated the still a bit more, maybe even too much. So I wiped the boiler with a damp cloth here to remove some heat, and the boiler immediately returns to the perfect temperature. Alright, let's load the coffee grounds. Everyone chooses their own, but this is a popular blend. The advice is to start with nationally branded coffee grounds. These always guarantee us the same grind and the same quality. For example, they might own their own plantation, so we always get the same beans. We tamp it down like this, and you can also compact it slightly by pressing. Everyone then decides whether to press more or less. I'd like to remind you that there's a difference between Arabica and Robusta in terms of oil release. Arabica releases less oil. We'll get less crema, so everyone should adjust accordingly. Okay, we're done. Let's turn on the heat source. Always 800, at most 1000 watts. And keep in mind that the coffee will come out in the usual 15 to 20 seconds for a double shot. And watch carefully because we need to pay close attention to the power right away. We need to avoid applying too much heat. So as soon as it started coming out, I turned it down to the minimum. Let's see what happens. Now it's coming out in creamy little spurts. Now I can go back to increasing the power, okay? Because it slowed down, so I'm going back up to 800 watts. Let's see, it speeds up immediately. We have direct real-time control over the brewing process. Let's not overdo it with the heat, okay? Now the cup is already almost half full, so we can turn it off, and I've turned it off. Look, if one cup is full and the other isn't, we can do this operation. Try it yourself, you'll see it works great. Now they're evening out nicely. When you want to stop it, the heat source is already off. We can stop it by lowering the lever. The pressure is gradually released and the coffee stops coming out. We're done. These are 2 coffees made on the induction stove with any regular coffee ground for a traditional mocha pot. Of course, you need the adapter plate. Shall we go now? Let's go and release the portafilter and empty out the grounds. If we have the portafilter knock box, which is available on the website, of course, we can tap it. This is why there's a rubber bar, just like at the bar, so we can knock it. If we don't have it, let's not hit it against hard surfaces. Instead, we remove the grounds with a spoon and then we rinse the portafilter underwater. Alright, that was the double espresso on the induction.